Yo, how's it going, everyone? It is that time once again. We are back for the Dokkan early stream. Just gone 8 AM UK time. So, annoyingly, it seems, after the data download, that obviously we are getting the Year 8 EZAs. 2 separate Extreme Z battles as well, which is good. We've got the second stage of the Greatest Tour, and we've got the Artificial Life Forms thing re-added into the Red Zone section. However, that Red Zone revamp thing, which apparently is called Red Zone Kai, is the actual, like, official, like, what the symbol means and everything, which is kind of cool. That doesn't come out until Monday, apparently. So, that's interesting. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get the LR EZAs done. I'm very interested to see how these guys are actually going to look in game. I never look at other people's like early showcases and stuff. So let's just jump in. So what are we looking at here? Transformation boost. Okay. So ideally we want extreme. Well, I suppose it doesn't really matter, but is there anyone that like leads transformation boost? I suppose I could use cooler, terrifying conquerors or movie bosses. Let's do that. But yeah, how's everybody doing this morning? Ray, Stark FE, Kieran, Mia, Cosmo, Kieran. How's everyone doing? I'm dating and we'll start the stream but only showing Chair-chan. Well, that's always my dilemma, is people love Chair-chan, but I also have the cool starting soon and be right back screens and stuff that Mario made for me. So I feel like it's a waste if I don't use them. Use the leader skill button. To be honest, I keep forgetting that that is even a thing. I haven't actually used it since it was added as a feature. Yeah, in Spanish it actually says Kai, but in the JP version apparently it has a symbol instead of the letters RE, and the symbol is the same symbol that's on like Dragon Ball Z Kai. Cooler just getting all the additional supers. Man, I can't wait till STR Cooler gets his EZA. It's gonna be so good. I want to nuke a boss so bad, need to grind these boys up quick. Yeah, it's going to be pretty fun getting the like crazy boosted Spirit Bomb.
All right, let's do this.
Not a lot of key in this turn. There's room for one more Awakening or Super EZA. My guess is it's the AX part unit. Yeah. Yeah, I did see that. Proton's post. I wonder when Birdcoo and Cool will get their EZA. I know. Man, that like both of them are going to be so good. The AGL Super Saiyans, because their thing isn't an active skill, they actually have a decent chance to be saved as well, which will be good. If there's an EX, it must be a new unit. 'Cause the unit comes out. It depends. I mean, this is the thing, I guess. With nowadays with Dokkan, we can't really ever say, "Oh, it must be this because that's how they did this like the year before and the year before that and stuff." Because even just the fact that there's no free-to-play LR for this anniversary shows that like they won't always just do everything exactly the same. Even if it's something that they've been doing for years. Okay. But yeah, very much like would not want the EX part to be a new unit. I don't want another banner to have to summon on, but and yeah, if the unit is going to be mini Vegeta level, then they could just keep it. Triple Spirit Bomb rotation. Wait, who's the third one? Who am I forgetting about? So Cooler does all these attacks, but isn't really doing a huge amount of damage. Although this might be. Is this the slot 3 one? In Super Saiyan 4 Goku active skill. Oh, right, yeah, the new one. I was thinking, wait, what? Full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku active skill? I don't think I've had a single... We haven't had a single rotation that's actually had the AGL full power freezer on it yet. His Spirit Bomb buffs the other two. Is there going to be a boss that could even survive you doing like 2 of the Spirit Bombs so that they're still alive for the third one? It's probably easier if I just take off you. I can put you as the leader instead, because you lead movie bosses. Because what's the secondary transformation boost? Yeah.
Alright, let's do this.
The next anniversary EZA is going to be Beast and Blue Gogeta. So yeah, that's crazy. That is a year from now, but yeah. Yeah, the Super 17, actually, it depends on the nullification thing, because there's those Super 17s that absorb that if you do enough damage, it just kills them, which is quite funny. I was trying to chat earlier in the RE8 stream, but YouTube decided to censor. Yeah, I saw you post about that. Like, I know Weeb was saying he was having trouble, like, his comments, like, not showing up or something, which is weird. Good old YouTube. Yeah, Big TX, how's it going? Hopefully the Super EZA is in UI. Yeah. Like, that would be so good, because Realm of Gods really does, after the ROF Blues incident, like, Realm of Gods needs another really good unit to fully round out that team. Because yeah, people are saying like Int UI and the Blue Vegeta that transforms into Super Saiyan Blue, but they're quite a distance apart in terms of like when they got their EZAs and stuff, so it's not like they have to both be done at the same time. You know, Tommy, how's it going? There are some events live. It turns out that the Red Zone and Blue Zone like revamp thing isn't going to be coming out until Monday, annoyingly. But we do have the EZAs, we have Stage 2 of the Greatest Tours, the Blue Zone, like the Red Zone, Artificial Lifeforms Red Zone, re-released into the other section, which just means beating the stages again, but there is a new mission for Cell Max, which I believe is Bond of Master and Disciple. So probably like the superhero team is going to be best for that, I think. Yeah, Anto, how's it going? I think Saiyan Day will be Realm of God's character. Yeah, I'm hoping that I made a video about it the other day, but I'm hoping that Saiyan Day will be God Vegeta. Yeah, I actually don't mind the Greatest Tours event. I've been doing a couple of like different runs with different teams just to test out teams in it. I don't really mind it. At least there's, I think, but at least the people that moan and stuff will be happy that it's two separate Extreme Z battles rather than being combined into one. So we can get a decent number of stones out of it. Yeah, it's like 66 stones because you get 3 from the mission to beat stage 7. So it'll be 66 stones in total. Why aren't you green, you traitor? I mean, it's been a long time since the last World Tournament, so basically all of the gifted memberships have all sort of dropped off at this point. Joel, how's it going? I know it's too early. I only count 9 tickets. I can't do a summon with 9. That is very true. You can't do a summon with 9. You have to complete all the missions to be able to get the rest, but some of them, one of the events for the missions isn't out until Monday. The Red Zone RE stages end on Sunday. Truth and Truth Junior thinks it could be because of the new game mode. Yeah, this is why, like, you complain about not being able to beat difficult events, and like now you're like, I'm not going to bother with these EZAs, even though the Buu Duo is now, like, with their EZA, one of the best units in the game.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, but they're not just on the Buu Saga team. That's the thing. Even their own team would probably be pretty decent now, to be fair, considering how good they are. Yeah, let's get that in there. Thanks, Anto. STR Cooler EZAs, I hope all his additionals become great chance to super. Yeah, I'm not sure if they would go as far as great chance, but yeah, we definitely need him to be hitting those additionals much more regularly.
Alright, let's do this.
Hey Phoenix, how's it going? Phoenix Raven, I appreciate you. Gotta start doing my job after being gone for a week. Oof. No, he's not using the Dama Forku. Yeah, to be fair, I forgot he was on transformation. My go-to is always like, oh, it's a super class enemy, I should use an extreme team. I think that's like still built into my psyche from like the original like TUR EZAs where there would be so many units that couldn't do damage to the boss. But I suppose it's not really the case anymore, is it? Especially with the LR ones. Hey, shout out to Drace for re-upping his channel membership. Then getting club member for 53 months. Let's go. What a legend. RE9 better have Chris punching more boulders. I'm not sure RE9 will have Chris or boulders, to be honest. But I guess Raccoon City is kind of like ruined now. So maybe there will be some boulders. SSJ3 Vegeta is also on the team and Beastless. Okay, yeah, I probably could have made this go a lot faster. But it's funny putting Tech Golden Freezer in slot 3 and just him getting like mega buffed. I mean, it's not like we're taking ages to do it, so.
All right, let's do this.
I'm not sure about this one, but and the rainbow orb changing there actually coming in clutch, so that Daima Goku actually got his orbs. I mean, yeah, you literally just saw me do the first, like, 8 stages with, like, all old units. All old extreme units. Like, you don't need the new Goku to do this. Oh, I guess it was called Psyduck. Let's go.
All right, let's do this.
Oh, gave me a Goku friend. Interesting. And then didn't put either of them on turn 1. Let's go. Yeah, it's 2 EZA stages, which is good. 66 stones. Nice little little bonus. Just seen it's Pokemon's 30th anniversary tomorrow. How are we this old? Bruh. Is it really only 30? I'm trying to think when I played. I played an emulator of Pokemon Blue. It was like the first Pokemon game I ever played. It was like on the PC. Because I didn't have a Game Boy. Yo, Christopher, how's it going? Wow, so this team didn't one-turn the stage mid. Just because we had no Daimogoku on turn 1. Should I pick up LR Omega with coins? I mean, Omega is still a pretty solid choice. In 1996 it came out in Japan. Damn. Okay. Let's make sure we don't forget to put their super attack up to 25, because that would be very silly. EZA stones are my last hope for LRUI. Wish me luck. Hey, good luck, Christopher. I hope the luck does come in clutch for you. Just Omega and Daima Forku teams. Nice. Hey, wow. We only used like 7 Dozinkais. It's pretty crazy. I had one of the God physical orbs, which I gave to them, which is level 8 combo, level 4 attack, which is pretty good. Okay. Oh yeah, there's his inhuman deeds. Because yeah, you actually do lead in human deeds, don't you? Yeah. So. Hey, shout out to Phoenix Raven for becoming a channel member. I appreciate you. Okay. Welcome to the Ningen Club. Thank you. It's about time, eh? I appreciate you, my dude. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I'll get this GT Duo EZA done, and then we'll do showcases for them and start testing them out. I think for the first couple of stages, I don't need to sit through doing their doing the domain for Omega every time as well. Really, do I? They get 5 crits since their STR, true. Oh yeah, Omega just destroys them. Okay.
Alright, let's do this.
I should have expected that, really. So there's no reason to use the Golden Freezer active, really. It's going to seem strong, but not as strong as LR Gods and Gogeta EZA did. Yeah, I think it's just because we've moved on from that sort of meta now where, like, characters come out and are just insanely dominant in everything. Like, these guys will be super good in some events, not so good in other events, which I think is kind of, like, very much how they've established the meta to be now. Then we're probably not going to see characters or EZAs that come out that, like, absolutely just dominate, are the best, like, potentially #1 contender. Because some people for the 10th anniversary argued that, like, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was the best unit in the game. Like, better than the anniversary LRs. The problem, of course, being that you have to get to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Because that's the thing, even with their EZAs, it's like the 7 years are basically invincible on turn 1, but they're not, like, turn 2. One more day for Resident Evil. I know, right? Tomorrow. Let's go. If I change my region, I can play it a day early. Yeah, I'm not sure. PC. So for me, I've got it on PC and it comes out at like 5 AM tomorrow. Which is kind of crazy, but what can you do? Yeah, I really think with the way, I really like the way they've designed them. I don't know if it's like other people don't see it or like they need to see it in game, but like the whole thing of like the Buu Duo especially, where like you put them in slot 2 on turn 1, get all their attacks off, and then on the next turn you should be able to put them in slot 1, because not only will they have built up a bunch of defense, but then they get that one time only slot 1 boost. No, they should be crazy. But we'll have to see. If you change your device setting to New Zealand, you can play 12 hours early. I use this method to play everything early. Yeah, this team is just absolutely shredding through them. But yeah, the Buu Duo won't have like crazy high attack stats. I've seen people posting screenshots of them only hitting like 30 million or something. But like, obviously they're supposed to be crazy damage dealer, not crazy defensive unit, not like crazy damage dealer. So I think it's fine. Plus, yeah, the fact that the whole like damage reduction in the different slots thing is like, I think in practice is going to be really, really good. Hey, no worries, Dark FE, take it easy. Only works with digital games and DLC, yeah. Is that on console? Because I saw someone say it was for a game that I'd looked up where there was like a stupid time puzzle where like basically you have to just change for PC you have to change your system clock, and I saw a bunch of people saying that that can create like annoying side effects like issues, and they didn't want to do that, so in the end I didn't even bother getting the game. But because I know there's been stuff like that in games in the past, like Metal Gear 3, where you can put your PS2 system clock forward so that the end, like sniper battle, the guy just dies. What's your specific slot? That's not well. They have guard, so. Twenty stones for beating the red zone in missions. What, the revamp one? Was there missions for more than just Cell Max?
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, they both just have guaranteed guard. All the time, with no restriction, which is pretty awesome. Oh, clear all stages of the... Oh, I see. So, oh, that's good. So, for those of us like who have already gone back and done all the old ones again, we'll be able to complete that mission nice and quick. Stage 85. Yeah, the new Cell Max mission is one of Master and Disciple. So yeah, I'm thinking the new superhero team, like the New Year superhero team, is probably one of the better ways of doing it, because his crit AoE thing is still going to be pretty annoying. Wow, we actually didn't one-turn them this time. Oh, right, yeah, because I put Sin next to Omega, so no one had legendary power active. I didn't even think about that. Crazy thing, LR Goji and LR Broly are getting EZA's next anniversary. I know, AGL Broly EZA should be quite fun.
All right, let's do this.
No, but their own team is an option, like, is all I was saying. Because their team actually could be quite fun now. So whether the GT Duo don't have a guaranteed crit. I think it's just because they stack attack like so high. They don't really need it. Plus they do get effective against all types, I believe, so whilst it's not exactly the same as crit. Like I don't think it really matters. I think the damage that they're going to be doing with the Spirit Bomb is still going to be insane. Soon we're going to be able to get in and actually try it out and see. Yeah, I mean, you should do the EZAs anyway, because they give you, like, by doing both the EZAs, you get 66 extra stones. Like, why would you not do them?
Let's do this.
They'd be too strong if they had guaranteed crit. Yeah, I heard somebody say that, like, if they had guaranteed crit, they would only need to get, like, a couple of stacks, and then you do the Spirit Bomb, and it would, like, break the in-game, like, maximum damage thing. But I'm not really sure. Well, yeah, the GT Duo, of course they're on GT Heroes. They're a GT character. Now, they wouldn't be on Shadow Dragon Saga if they weren't on GT Heroes. Tag Falls need dupes the most. Yeah, out of the 4 characters, I think they do probably, because UI Goku is probably one of the best 55% units available. So I think the Super Saiyan 4s definitely need more. I will not be running them in Festival, no. I think I've said this before, but like I will never do Festival runs on stream, because I pretty much usually, sometimes longer for like big special events and stuff, but I usually only stream for like 2 hours. And so doing Festival takes like 3 hours. So I basically will never do Festival runs on stream just because there's literally not enough time. $90 damage. I'm not sure about that because it just means you put more crit in the hit potential. Yeah, I'm not really sure because like mine, I didn't change the build for mine. I changed the build for the Buu Duo because they don't need any crit anymore now because they just have a load baked into their, like they build up to having guaranteed crit, and then as long as you get 7 orbs during the standby, the Spirit Bomb has guaranteed crit as well. So the Buu Duo don't need any crit in the hidden potential, but What's not to put the Buu Duo? So the idea is you put the Buu Duo in slot 2 on turn 1, so that they can get some stacks, and then they have good damage reduction after they've supered. And then on turn 2, when they come back around and have massive defense because they've stacked from the previous turn, then you put them in slot 1, and they get that damage reduction for 1 turn in slot 1 again. And they should be very, very good. As a new player, do you need to have either the GT or the Buu Duo rainbowed? I mean, I wouldn't say you need to. Like, as long as you've got two, like if you've got 2 dupes in a unit, that's pretty much all you need, really. Like, the difference between 70, so getting to 79% so you have all the star abilities unlocked in the bottom right and the top left is like the most important thing. To be honest, after that, like once you've got a unit to 79%, the performance difference by getting those extra 2 dupes isn't like huge. Obviously they're going to be better, but it doesn't make like a crazy amount of difference. And obviously if you have a unit at 3 dupes, if you have a unit at 90%, the difference between 90% and rainbow is so minimal that like it really doesn't matter. Nice. Of course, the Buu Duo ones like worked straight away. Well, the GT Duo maybe not slot 1 on turn 2. That's because they don't infinitely stack defense. Yeah, that's why, like, I would say, outside of people like Crazy Whales and, like, content creator whales like Truth and stuff, it's not worth ever, like, rainbowing a unit on the first banner that they come out on. Because not only do you not need them to be rainbow, but then you're just also creating the issue for yourself in the future where as soon as that unit comes back on a banner for the first time, you've now got another unit on that new banner that you don't need. So it's another unit on the banner that you don't want to pull. And it's like a bad pull for you to get. No, the new EZAs weren't on the private server because the data download hadn't happened, so I haven't had a chance to see any of the stuff. Also, my private server thing hasn't been working properly. I'm not really sure what the issue with it is, but I've tried reinstalling it, but it keeps telling me that there's like a connection issue. But anyway, so let's see. We need a good long fight, so which one's the Super Saiyan 4s? Is it the first one? Yeah. Right, now who's the best team to run them on? For the Buu Duo. I want to do the Buu Duo first. So Daima Goku is Battle of Fate. Are they on full power? No, so they're not on Daima Goku's full leader skill. Okay. Is it just going to be the Super Saiyan 4's team?
Want to taste the power of the ultimate android?
Hey, shout out to Rick Kid for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you. Yeah, so so it is actually just the Super Saiyan 4's then, I guess. Alright, let's take off. I need UI to be potentially one of the slot 1 unit. I guess we'll just take off Gogeta.
Alright, let's do this.
Probably not the best team necessarily for Lynx, but... Oh, we've got him on the first turn as well. Okay. Teams are rough for both units. The GT Duo has giant 8 power. They're on the full leader skill for the Super Saiyan 4s though, right? Because they're on GT Heroes. Oh, right, yeah, no, because they're 50% is all out struggle, Earthbred Fighters, or giant 8 power. And they're not. Are they on all out struggle? Considering they're fighting against Kid Buu at the end of the thing, they should be, you would think. But, yeah, they are. Okay. I know, I'm looking at the wrong one. Fighting against Omega, so they should be. Okay. Let's have a look then, shall we? Hey guys, Marsingin here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we have the Buu Duo EZA live in-game. We've just finished doing the stages, getting them fully Extreme Z awakened. I remembered to put them to SA25, so we're going to jump in and take a look and see how these guys get on. One of the big things, of course, now is that with their EZA, their 12 key super is a massively raised defense infinite stack, which is kind of nuts. Raised attack for 1 turn, colossal damage. And then the 18 key is massively raised defense, infinite stack, greatly raised attack for 1 turn, and then mega colossal damage. So these guys have a very interesting design, which I think will be cool to see how exactly it plays out in game. So they have 300% attack and defense and guard. When HP is 50% or more, they get an extra 100% attack and defense. Then as the first attacker in the turn, they get 1 extra key per key sphere and 1 time only 50% damage reduction, high chance to dodge temporarily against super attacks. So basically they just have an extra 50% chance to dodge for supers. Then as the second or third attacker in the turn, they get 2 extra key per key sphere and a 1 time only damage reduction of 60%. So basically it feels like the way these guys are designed to be used is you put them in slot 2 on turn 1, they get to super first, get a bunch of stacks and have 60% damage reduction, so they should be perfectly safe. Then the next time they come around, we can move them into slot 1 for that 1 time only damage reduction of 50%, whilst they've also built up a bunch of defense from the previous turn. Because when they attack with 12 or more key, they get an extra 150 attack. When they attack with 18 or more key, they get a guaranteed additional super. And then with 24 key, they get an additional super, and 1 time only another additional super. So the first time you get 24 key with them, they're doing a minimum of 4 supers on that turn that are all massively raised defense. And then for each super performed, they get extra key and extra crit chance. They can build up to 100% chance to crit. The key actually has no limit at all. So once they've done a few attacks, like even on teams where they wouldn't have a lot of links, or against bosses that are giving you minus key, that's the other thing as well, right? Like this doesn't have a cap. So if you're fighting a boss that gives you like -6 key, like this could have built up to giving them like 20 extra key. So it's not going to matter anyway, which is kind of crazy. And then obviously they have the standby, HP 50% or less, or starting from the 4th turn once you've performed 4 or more attacks, which they're basically guaranteed to get on the first turn anyway. So running them on the Super Saiyan 4's team, they get the full 220 leader skill. They don't have the craziest links active on this turn, but 445k defense for the start of turn 1. And yeah, let's just go ahead and see how we get on. I think we're supposed to attack Goku first at this stage, but it doesn't really matter too much. No, so the AoE not really doing too much, that's fine. Daima Goku getting the EX, obviously that gives everyone a little bit of a buff as well. I guess keeping the Super Saiyan 4s separate here is probably good in terms of the longevity of the event, right? Because we don't have Saiyan Raw active, so they're doing a little bit less damage. Which probably works out better for us in terms of setting this up and seeing what these guys can do. But yeah, the special battle fights are good for like decent length fights. So 38 million for the 18 key super. This is the thing, I've seen people complain about their attack stats, because like I haven't watched any of the private server showcases, but I've seen people talking about them. But like these guys feel like they are supposed to be a very heavy like defensive unit. Plus they get loads of additional super attacks. Right, so the first to 12 key is 24. Then it goes to 25. So bear in mind in total that's still like 85 million attack stat worth of attacks so far. And bear in mind, they're going to get another 2 of these as well. So that already takes us up to like 110 million. And then they're going to do another one. So it's like 140 million attack stat worth of attacks in one turn. And we could get the hidden potential as well, which hopefully we do, because that's another massively raise. But we don't, so that's fine. Man, missing the additional after getting like... We didn't even get the hidden potential normal. Unless I miscounted their supers. Well, we can check how many times they've supered at the start of the next turn. But yeah, obviously they take for double digits, because not only have we now massively raised our defense multiple times, but because it's slot 1 on the first turn, we have 40% damage reduction. So... Yeah, Super Saiyan 4s. Obviously both the Super Saiyan 4s, the Daima Goku and the Super Saiyan 4s, not looking as crazy on this turn because, like I say, no Saiyan Raw, Link and stuff like that active, but... Yeah, Vegeta will be fine to tank this. 187, okay. Right, well we know you have guaranteed dodge on the first turn anyway, so go ahead and do this. These. And these for you. To focus more on additional crit for the GT Duo. It's a tough one because they don't get guaranteed crit for the Spirit Bomb, but I don't feel like they need it. They do need some crit for sure, but you obviously want them to get additionals within the turn. But EX Super for UI Goku. Well, stage 2 of the Greatest Tours. Yeah, if you're a newer player, trying to get through quests as much as possible, because it gives you a lot of stones. But yeah, good old UI Goku guaranteed dodge on the first turn. We just need STR Blue Goku to not let us down here. Yeah, once you've done all of the quest mode, you should have a decent amount of stones. And then obviously, depending on the new units that you pull, then you want to start working on... You want to get the free-to-play teams. If you've done all the tutorial stuff and you have the Saiyan Saga team, that'll help you beat... Then you want to beat, like, the Dokkan events to awaken the characters that you summon. As a new player, should I coin UI Goku as I have the new GT Duo? If you've got the pity coins for them already, then yeah, because they will be super good. Alright, so... Okay. Okay, so they just have 4 million defense at the start of turn on turn 2. Okay. So if we put them in slot 1, that means they've got 50% damage reduction and guard with 4 million defense on turn 2. And yeah, they did super 5 times, so they did get the hidden potential additional, and I just didn't count all of them apparently properly. Yeah, so 4 million defense start of turn 2. That seems pretty good. So we'll do that. Get the STR orbs for you. And get the rainbow orbs for you. Because yeah, obviously the thing, as we said, their attack stats aren't going to be like super crazy, but yeah, 33. So that's what we're looking at, basically 33 to like 20 odd. But yeah, 4 million defense with guard and 50% damage reduction is pretty crazy. Still die to a Cell Max Super, even with the turn 1 damage reduction. Wait, how much does Cell Max Super for? What, with 4 million defense, guard, and damage reduction? Where's Cell Max? Cell Max's super does like 2.5 million, and he crits. I don't think so. Even if crit like doubles the damage, with 50% damage reduction and 4 million defense, they should still tank for double-digit damage. Oh, like fully built up Bio Broly. But I mean, the thing is, you wouldn't put them in slot 1 against Bio Broly unless they're in the standby, realistically. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. Their attack stats aren't anything super crazy. Like 30 odd million is still decent. Like we're in the meta now where we're seeing characters get to like 100 million, and people are kind of expecting that to be the people are expecting that to be the level that these bigger LRs should be hitting. But the problem for these guys is finding like a decently long enough event that isn't like super hard for the other units on the team getting killed. I do like using the Goku one, but yeah, it's kind of a shame that like the Super Saiyan 4's team is like their best 220 lead, pretty much the only 220 lead that they're on, when a lot of the other units on the team you want to be running like the other Super Saiyan 4's and stuff like that. Okay, so right, you don't need the 18 to 24 key because you've got the guaranteed dodge on the first turn anyway. Yeah, the extra getting 2 extra key per key sphere in slot 2 on the first turn is pretty crazy as well. But that's the thing, is like long events is, they're not just going to be good in long events, but it's like long events is where you kind of want to be using them because you want to see like the full potential of what they can do. Obviously we want to check out the standby as well. Yeah. I think they trolled with UI Goku's lead. Makes sense in theory, but it doesn't fit the celebration. I mean, the problem is the fact that Realm of Gods just feels like it was missing like a few buffs that it needed for the overall celebration. Like, we got the temporary buffs, which is nice, but like the ROF Blues EZA, I feel like should have been better. Oh yeah, of course. The fact that Goku gets attack lowered for the multiple attacks that he takes throughout the turn obviously makes these guys throwing out as many attacks as they do very, very good as well. Final Shine attack. I mean, that's the thing as well with Vegeta. I mean, I guess it isn't a hugely noticeable upgrade, like every time or anything. But the fact that Vegeta's EX will be raising everybody's attack as well will do a little bit of extra for the Buu Duo. Not anything like super crazy or anything, but... What about my hot take? 89% is better for most units. The defensive boost on the bottom left is generally better than the super attack boost on the top right. I suppose, to be honest, with the difficulty level of a lot of the events now, that probably is a safer bet, I guess. So do this. Do this. Rainbows for you. Yeah, fortunately this Goku has a lot of HP, so... The problem isn't even with Realm of Gods itself, but the fact none of the anniversary units can be run on his team. Yeah, that's the interesting thing, is like most of the anniversary units can be run on each other's teams, apart from Goku. Because obviously Vegeta having Daima and Vegeta family means that all the reverse exchange characters can go on his team because they're Goku family and Vegeta family. But yeah, UI is kind of like the odd one out, but nobody else fits on his leader skill. Yes, we didn't get the EX Super with the other Vegeta, unfortunately. He got all the Rainbow Orbs though, so he's basically invincible here. Okay, so how many times did they super this last time? Yeah, they only got 4. Though we did get the hidden potential, but it was only a normal. So they're only, quote unquote, at 3.67 million defense here. So they're not going to link as well with the Goku, but still get 24 key. I do want to see how well they tank the Because Daima Goku, before turn 4, doesn't have like a crazy attack buff, so we should be okay to tank the super here. Yeah, okay. So just tank that for double-digit damage, and then there's a dodge. Because, of course, eat the super, dodge the normal, but it's fine when you only take double-digit damage, I guess. What would you say is the best team in the game now? I mean, it was... I thought the build in part 1 for Daima Goku's team was probably one of the best, if not the best. But maybe it's the Super Saiyan 4s, because it has, like... You can put UI Goku and Blue Goku and these guys, like... almost all of the best units in the game, apart from maybe Goma, are, like, all on the Super Saiyan 4's team. So... It's kind of hard to... Maybe not, I think, not have that as like the best team in the game. Dodge the second super. Now, the interesting thing for these guys is turn 5. But what's, I guess, the strat is that you don't really need to worry. Because, like, they only get the one time extra damage reduction in slot 1. But then on turn 5, you've got the standby ready. So you don't need to put them in slot 1 without them being, like, transformed. Because turn 5, we should just be able to use the standby. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what their start of turn 5 defense is. Because in much longer events, you don't necessarily want to use the standby like straight away as soon as it's available. But yeah, that is also true that the Super Saiyan 4s themselves are probably end up being... Which sounds kind of crazy, because obviously they're the leader and an anniversary headliner, but they probably end up being like the worst unit on the team. Wow, that STR orb dropped out of thingy, which is annoying. Right, Vegeta has 1.6 million already. Can't get any rainbow orbs unless we do this. Might as well do that, get the permanent buff, I suppose. Yeah, very much having to rely on Blue Goku actually getting the dodge here, but he did, so... Okay, well, he can get hit by normals for 500. Okay, that's fine. As long as it's the super that's getting dodged. EX super for Goku for 100 mil. Getting the EX super with Goku on the turn before obviously does give the little bit of an extra buff to the Buu Duo as well, but we obviously don't need to worry about that for this next turn because we're going to put them into the standby. But yeah, I mean, the fact that that's the thing that we kind of have overlooked as well, but for like some events, the fact that if their first turn that they come onto the rotation, if you're already on 50% or less HP, you could just stand by straight away, which is going to make a huge difference. And the standby is going to be super good for bosses that have like status effects like Bio Broly and Tamagami 1 and stuff like that. Like, it doesn't matter that they get stunned because they don't attack. Goku getting all his attacks off and then getting the big dodge chance. Right, okay. I mean, they're at 5.3 million with guard. So start of turn 5. Like, there are some situations where you will still be tanking in slot 1. Like, bosses that are only hitting for like 7 million, these guys will still tank them with just their raw defense and guard. Obviously, the tougher bosses are hitting for harder than that. But the point is, now that we get to this turn, now we just stand by.
Prepare for the spirit bomb. Right.
Okay.
Energy you can, huh?
Prepare for the Spirit Bomb.
Thank you. Whoa! Here it is. I'm going to buy you some time.
Okay, so into the standby. So obviously they don't attack, so no super attack effects. 500% defense. For 4 turns, guard all attacks, randomly change key spheres of a certain type to rainbow. Starting from the 5th turn, they change all key spheres to physical and rainbow. Then for every key sphere obtained, damage reduction 11% up to 100. 7 or more key spheres obtained means they get a permanent 77% attack buff and guaranteed crits. And then when the finish attack is activated, 888% attack. So we only have to get 7 orbs once, and then they have that permanent buff, which means that the Spirit Bomb will be a guaranteed crit. So there we can get our 7 orbs. So that's locked in already. And then obviously we want to get as many orbs as possible with everybody else. Because that gives us the... can't get the key with you again. Maybe we just use Goku again, I guess. Plus, I mean, it does help with the orb changing. Because, of course, the more orbs we get, the more charges we get, the more powerful the Spirit Bomb is going to be. So, obviously, these guys are going to be tanky. Like, with 7 orbs picked up, that means they have 77% damage reduction, with also guard and a ridiculous amount of defense. Like, because obviously they carry out the stacks from their base form carry over. So the amount of defense that these guys currently have is incredibly high. I didn't see if Goku got the EX actually, but I think he should tank normal still fine. Characters SR and below get sold. Yeah, that's I don't keep any SRs anymore. Like, none of them are particularly worth. It's hard to know like which SSR. Like, and that's the thing as a new player. Like, when you're pulling loads of like random, like the unfeatured SSRs and stuff, it is very difficult to know which ones are actually worth like hanging on to. But because obviously the game doesn't tell you like how new those characters are. Okay. I'm having horrible like visions of Blue Goku just not dodging here. Also, can't you do the thing where like we pick up orbs? Then giant form. The orbs in the giant form don't count, but then you can re-pick up orbs again for the turn. So, like, giant form allows you to get even more orbs for the Spirit Bomb standby thing, if I remember rightly. Trying to think back when they were, like, meta relevant, if there was any combo that actually did that. I'm trying to think when, like, Orange Piccolo became the meta god. Was that a thing that you could do? Because I guess they'd have been on Power of Wishes together, right? But you don't count as getting any of the orbs during the giant form. They don't count towards the standby build-up, but... it means we can have a bunch of STR orbs ready on the next turn for the Daima Goku. Yeah, Power of Wishes. Because, yeah, then it resets the turn, so we get to pick up the orbs again with, like, the Blue Goku and Daima Goku. Oh, grandpa cutscene. Yeah, because we're on turn 6. Next turn will be turn 7, and then we want to try and get one more rotation of picking up orbs. It's a shame that the Spirit Bomb, because if I remember rightly, like the Spirit Bomb doesn't show like an actual attack stat, does it? Especially because it's an active skill. Okay, we've already got 47 orbs. And the thing is with the Buu Duo is the fact that on that 5th turn, the turn that we're going to launch the Spirit Bomb, this is why that turn 5 orb change thing is so crazy, because turn 5 is when you want to launch the Spirit Bomb and then they turn back to normal. And once they've turned back to normal, chances are you're probably not going to be putting them on in slot 1, depending on the rotation, if the boss survives. So what you do is you put them in slot 2, then you get the slot 1 unit to pick up all the orbs that they just created with that orb change turn, which then means the charge counter goes up even higher. Then you drop the Spirit Bomb. And then, yeah, the amount of damage that we should hopefully be able to do is going to be pretty crazy. 36 million for you. Also, Goku Super Saiyan 4. Goku's 18 key super is another like multiple turn buff thing. So you see, they didn't get a lot of orbs this turn though. That's the problem. I mean, they've got 4 million defense, but they're only going to get 44% damage reduction. They have guard still as well, but yeah, it's a bit annoying. There are 61 orbs. But of course, the build for them is like full dodge and then additional. So the fact that they just dodge in the potential, because like I said, they don't need any crit. Their base form builds up to 100% crit. We already got 7 orbs for them in the first turn, so we know that the Spirit Bomb is going to be guaranteed crit as well. Yeah, we didn't get the EX for Goku. But we dodged anyway, so it's all good. Yeah, Raudo, how's it going? How are they looking? They're looking pretty good. Like, if we get the hidden potential additional on turn 1, so they do 5 supers. Start of turn 2, 4 million defense, I think is pretty good. Yeah, this is I should have just started on this event. I forget, like, how much HP this Goku actually has. Trying to deliberately, like, not use the standbys or the other big active skills. So we've got 68 orbs so far. Oh, really, Blue Goku? Bruh, you've got to be actually kidding me. Bruh. Really? I'm not even gonna have at this rate. I'm not even gonna have time to do the actual GT Duo showcase. That recording was 30 minutes long, and we just died on like turn whatever it was 10 or something, and then don't get to see the Spirit Bomb because Blue Goku decided to not dodge in slot 1.
Behold the power of Ultra Instinct. The Emperor uses thoughtless Ultra Instinct only once. I'm going to
Bro, what do you mean? Bruh. That's why I hate relying on Blue Goku sometimes. Now I basically just have to play all the way back up to like the bit where the Spirit Bomb is ready to go. Right. We say it's have no limits performance, yeah. Jiren got hands. Interesting. Full Power Jiren did a nice 1.4 million crit super to my 100% adult Dama Goku. Damn. Yeah, that's some wild damage. Finished both of the 8-year Dokkan Fest CCAs, did a multi on the Int Super Saiyan 4 Jiren Goku banner. Nice. Any luck? Dokkan is telling you to use items against Jiren. Oh god.
To go even further beyond.
I still think it is kind of crazy that Daima just went ahead and was like, yeah, whatever, we'll just do Super Saiyan 4 as well.
After all, we're Saiyans. We were born to fight. Save it till we're done.
Plenty of dodge cancelling in the new fights as well. That's kind of crazy, especially with it being Universe Survival Saga enemies. I wouldn't have expected that because you'd think they would be like wanting you to do to use like UI Goku. Do Super Saiyan 4 worse. I don't like the design as much. I don't like the giant hands, but I mean, realistically, outside of the bigger hands, it is basically the exact same thing, just with slightly different colors. Apparently the event description for Stage 2 literally says, Jiren, waiting deep in the map, is one of the most powerful enemies in Dokkan Battle. Don't let your guard down or you could be KO'd in a single hit. If you decide to challenge him, make use of every item you can bring and give it your all. So... yeah, even the game is like, yeah, you need to use items against this guy, which is kind of crazy. Color change is big, makes Goku look less wild. So they removed the 8 concepts. I think it's like, I guess the hair change thing is like the big difference, I guess, because like obviously the fact that it was pink, a lot of people always have thought was kind of odd. But yeah, the fact that for the super, like the Daima Super Saiyan 4, they made his hair the same color is like an interesting design choice. To fight is Kenan's Jiren's strength in the anime. True. Yeah, we just got to get back around to the Spirit Bomb turn now. You can skip battle though, so that's good. Yeah, you only have to do one fight and then you can dip out of the event, and so that gives you the mission for like completing the event, at least if you're just trying to get all the rainbow tickets and stuff. But there is a mission to beat Jiren. Man, this is...
They won't lose.
Well, at least we can do that, get a full heal. No, well, one of the fights is mandatory to actually do the event. You can't just go into the event and then leave. But yeah. Oh, Goku got hit. Right, okay, so we're dead again. Great. And why? Why? I really don't need this today. I've got so much to do, and like... I can't even get one of the showcases done because other units on the team keep dying.
All right, let's do this.
And they're in slot 7, because of course they are. Oh.
All right, let's do this.
You can go straight to... Oh, really? That's interesting. Because, yeah, that's very different to the other stages then. Or the first stage, anyway. Oh, I didn't turn the animations off again.
We can do this. After all, we're Saiyans. We were born to fight. Save it till we're done.
Yeah, we heard RE9 is coming out soon. It'd be a shame if you're stuck doing showcases all day. Yeah, exactly.
Behold the power of Ultra Instinct. The Emperor uses thoughtless Ultra Instinct only once. I'm going to beat you my way.
One of those days, yep. Okay, well at least they're on turn 2, but... Because, yeah, I mean, the problem with these guys is to see their full potential, you need one of these events that's going to go on super, super long. But the longer the event goes on, the more likely other units are going to throw. I mean, it's the reason why, as we've said many times over the month since, like, the Blue Goku came out and stuff, when doing tier lists and everything, there's a reason why a lot of people don't want to have a character that entirely relies on as dodge as their, like, number one in the game. Because, as we've seen from some of these runs, like, when you don't dodge, then you lose. Want to see the active. We're still on stream. Well, hopefully we can get there before we end the stream to at least have that one done. And then I'll have to do the GT Duo one like afterwards. But oh god, the key's super bad on. I actually can't. I can't even get the. Yeah, I can't even get the 24 key with them on the first turn this time either. Bro, this is so bad. Now I understand the term dodge or die unit. Yeah, exactly. They're like, it's a unit whose defense just isn't good enough to take hits, but they have a load of dodge. And they can be really good still in events, like as long as they are dodging every time. But hey, take it easy, Blazer Dragon. Till next time. But yeah, they have to dodge every time, and as soon as they don't, like, it's GG. I mean, they're still tanked for double digit, because like on turn 1 in slot 2, 60% damage reduction. They won't have gotten as many supers. I mean, I guess as long as we get 24 key on the second turn with them, then they get that extra guaranteed super, because it's only one time. So if you miss it on turn 1, as long as you get it on turn 2, then it's not like the end of the world. Well, at least the UI dodged this time. But yeah, hopefully can actually get to the Spirit Bomb this time. And head out and get a bit of a nap, running on 3 hours and sleeping the past 48 hours. Ooh. Yeah, definitely a good idea then. Get some rest, get a bit of a recharge in there.
told you we needed a plan, yet here we are.
Oh, relax. I'm sure we'll find a way. We always do.
Sure, except for all the times we've died.
See, they only have 2 million defense on the start of the second turn. I wonder if that is enough. And then we're going to find out. Unless they just dodge there. Oh, good. It isn't.
All right, let's do this.
Gia's line, sure, except for all the times we've died, is great, yeah. They're on turn 1 this time, at least. I mean, I feel like in this scenario, that after what we've experienced now so far, they have to be on turn 1. I know they don't want you to do the showcase. I know, right? I mean, it certainly is feeling that way at the moment. Yep, can't get 24 key on the first turn again. But at least that's the thing, because then they won't be in slot 1 on turn 4. Because turn 4 is when he does more damage, which is why they died on that turn. Watching the stream so far, would you say the GT Duo is better than the Z Duo? Well, I haven't even gotten a chance to use the GT Duo yet. Going through their detail, like, for going through the way they looked on paper from seeing their details, I thought that the Buu Duo would potentially be better because of the stacking. And like, we saw how crazy their defense is on turn 2 if you get the 24 key on turn 1. But I've been going through it since then, after having one really good turn 1. $11 million for Vegeta. Which one of your favourite horror farming moments of Piccolo? I don't know. I can't say I remember them all, to be fair. Oh my god, what is happening?
All right, let's do this. All right, let's do this.
What have I done to deserve like this level of like bad RNG? Like I don't even care about UI Goku's key because he guaranteed dodges on the first turn anyway, so getting the EX super is not important. The problem is it has to be a long fight. So when we say, like, is there an easier fight? The problem is the fight has to be long. Otherwise, we're not going to get to see, like, the fully charged Spirit Bomb. And the annoying thing is I've beaten this event, like, with this team before. And, like, multiple other teams with the same units on it. But I just keep getting, like, super bad luck. Alright, let's do this. Well, fortunately for me, I can't hear the sound of the game, so... It's always, I swear, it's always the days where I've got like loads to do and I want to get loads of videos recorded and stuff because I want to have like all my videos for tomorrow recorded so that tomorrow I can just focus on playing Resident Evil. And so, of course, one of the things that would have been really helpful for that is to get both the GT Duo and the Buu Duo showcases recorded during the stream. After we'd actually done the EZAs, and then after the stream I would just have to record like the new events and then obviously try out the EZAs on a couple of different teams and stuff. But of course, even the first like most simple part that I wanted to do, which was just getting the EZA showcases done, has proven to be an absolute nightmare so far. I'm just getting like the worst possible RNG at all times, it seems. Well, no, because it's not the Buu Duo. Well, yeah, the Buu Duo is making the team worse, except it's not them that keep dying, which is the annoying thing. So it's like, in a sense, them being on the team has somehow made the team worse, even though it isn't them that keep dying.
I won't lose.
It keeps being things like Blue Goku not dodging and stuff like that is... It's picking at you. I know. I didn't think you were being serious, because, yeah. It's not them making the team. Although, you could argue they have made the team worse somehow, because by adding them into the team, I keep losing, even though it isn't them that are dying. After 3 years, the Buu Duo have been out, I don't have a single copy. Oof. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Okay, I've got the GT Duo Rainbow. Well, at least you got one of the two. That'd be even more crazy if you didn't have either of them. Oh, we don't have long challenge fight right now. Hopefully the new red and blue zones will change that. Yeah, I mean, the revamp, this is what I was saying in the video yesterday, like Goku and Frieza, I can imagine that event being quite long. The Shadow Dragons one as well. Because if each of the Shadow Dragons, that fight has 6 phases. So if each of the Shadow Dragons take more than 1 turn at least to beat, then we're looking at an event that's going to be at least like 12 turns long. Yo, Carnage, how's it going? This happens too frequently when I do showcases. I mean, yeah, you guys don't even know. Like, half the time when I'm recording stuff off camera, like the first time I did that, the Greatest Tours event, the video was like an hour long. But obviously I died the first time, like halfway through. So then I had to replay to catch back up to where that was. So just doing that one run took me like over like about an hour and 45 minutes. And that was just for one thing. Doesn't have 6 phases, just 3. Oh, right, because it was in the data download, wasn't it? Even though it's not out yet. Oh, so we don't even have the... Wait, so they just missed out the Shadow Dragons one completely? Or is it part of the Omega one? Oh, yeah, so the Shadow Dragons one just gets missed out completely. That's kind of crazy. Okay, so they're both only 3 phases. Or 3 stages. So they put Goku and Vegeta together. Okay, for the Blue Evolution and UI. And Goku, Frieza. Wait, they took out the rotation lockings. Wait, they took out the rotation locking and the dodge disabling from the Goku and Frieza fight. That's interesting. Yeah, because I was thinking the original GT Red Zone. I thought they were just remastering all the stages. I didn't realise they'd like condensed it down into 3 stages. Because yeah, I thought they were remastering all of them, so we'd get an upgraded version of the Shadow Dragons one. Yeah, it's kind of a shame. I thought it would be, like I said, I thought it was going to be more stages overall. Well, not more stages, but as not overall, but I thought it was going to be the same amount of stages as the original one, is what I mean. It's kind of a shame. Means it's not as big of an update as I thought it was for the events. I mean, I'm sure there'll still be like good events, but yeah, I thought there were going to be more phases than that. Right, stand by these guys. Of course, we can't get 7 orbs on the first turn. Man, this is just all going so badly. At least the standby, like, is still basically invincible. Getting the dodge. We're almost there. I just need UI. This is where we need, like, very much need Blue Goku to not sell. Have I used this Vegeta? Have I used this Goku's orb change yet? No. Yeah, two years later, more than that. Come on, guys. We just need to get through to... Well, it's not even just the next turn. We've got to get through 3 more turns. I bet you, I can almost guarantee, I bet you now, like once we finish this and I finish the stream, and then I go to do the GT Duo showcase, I guarantee that one's going to go like completely without a hitch and just be like a 20-minute video. You can do it. Alright, so there's their 7 orbs at least. He doesn't need to have guard because he's got type advantage. Okay, we did both the supers against them, which obviously they tanked for double-digit damage, so we shouldn't have to worry here now. Because even if Super Saiyan 3 Goku doesn't dodge at the end of the turn, it's only a normal attack, because he's already supered twice now. And even if, like, UI doesn't dodge, it's only normal, so he should be okay. I feel like we didn't get as many orbs for the standby this time either than we did in the original run before we died. We have the ROF Duo EZA. I think it's underwhelming, but still decent. Like, people saying, like, acting like they're absolutely terrible. Like, I don't think they're quite that bad, but... yeah, so we've got 51 orbs. Okay, Goku actually dodged. Ah. Right, next turn is the turn. We've just got to survive this turn. Yeah, his normals can still do some pretty good damage. We're finally gonna get there. It's only taken like an extra 20 minutes. Well, that's longer from when we actually lost that first run, but like an extra 20 minutes of stream to get there. Because, yeah, Goku getting as many attacks off as he does means that he should be able to just dodge everything now. Okay, finally. Okay. Okay, so here we go. We finally managed to get back to a point where we've actually got the standby with all of the charges, all of the turns. This is turn 5, so we now have, as you can see, the big orb change turn. We managed to get 7 orbs of them on their second turn. So we've collected, is that 68 or 58? It's hard to tell from here. But this is their orb change. So it's interesting because obviously if you just did that, you'd only get 5 orbs. There's 12 over there. If we combine them, we can get 15. So not only does that give UI Goku his 18 key super, but that gives us the... So yeah, we've got 83 orbs total. And we're going to get a guaranteed crit. Now, bear in mind, Goku is just under half HP, but this guy has like 1.5 billion health. So the funny thing about this is it will do, because there's the visual damage cap thing is only goes up to 9999. Like, that is what it will be, but how much damage will it actually be? I guess we'll see. So, still got just almost 4 bars of HP, 80 odd orbs collected. Thank you, Dragon Balls.
You fought pretty well.
Yeah, it's crazy how, like, it took me multiple attempts to get back to this point because other units on the team kept selling, like UI or Blue Goku not dodging. But yeah, we get a guaranteed crit. Remember, we get 888% attack. Was that, like... That wasn't even a full bar, was it? No way that was that low. I mean, I know this guy has a lot of defense, but we got guaranteed crit. Like, no way that was that low damage. I mean, 83, I feel like compared to the first run as well, we would have got more orbs in that first run. I feel like 83 orbs is probably not like the sort of maximum level it could have been. I should have done the Super Saiyan 4 Goku Spirit Bomb first as well, because it would have been a buff. But, yeah, that feels... that does feel kind of low. I don't know. Is it just me? Like, I thought that would do way more damage than that. I mean, obviously it hit the damage cap and we got the crit, but like, I know he has loads of HP as well, so I guess it's hard to like judge, but I feel like in terms of bars and stuff, that should have taken off way more. Because, like, how much damage will UI do here? With his super, I mean, the Dokkan attack wasn't that far off. Well, yeah, that's interesting. So that definitely seems lower than I thought. With all the work that we put in to get there, that did seem a little bit underwhelming for sure. I mean, I guess it's the problem with them, like, they get 888%, they get the 77% and the crit, but because they don't stack attack in base or anything, like, the GT Duo has a much higher potential for how hard their Spirit Bomb can hit for, but... But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Visually, we can only ever see the 9999 thing, so it's kind of hard to know, like, exactly how much damage we actually did. But yeah, that's the thing. On this Super Saiyan 4's team, you can save the Int Goku, like, orb changing. But obviously I had to use it early on because we had bad orbs on the field and stuff. Yeah, all those attempts for 1 bar. I mean, we needed to get it in the video to show it, but yeah, that does seem... I will say that does seem like a kind of disappointingly low amount of damage, but... Definitely, I definitely had expected it to be more than that, but... I don't know, what can you do? This Goku has so much HP. I thought it's a great like stage for showcasing these characters that want longer fights. But yeah, we had a couple of issues of like Blue Goku or UI Goku not dodging. And the thing with UI Goku not dodging is he has the survive KO mechanic, which is fine for him if he then dodges all of the rest of the attacks on the turn. But then everybody else, it doesn't matter how many millions of defense you have, like, you still take double-digit damage and then still die. So, bit unfortunate that it ended that way, but there you go. But yeah, so I mean, the Buu Duo, they seem good. Obviously, in longer events where they get a chance to stack, they're going to be pretty crazy. But the Spirit Bomb, sort of underwhelming in that turn. I don't know. The GT Duo is the one I'm expecting to do the crazy damage. But yeah, that's the thing. Is in other fights and stuff, it will be interesting. Because this Goku has a lot of HP, a lot of defense, and damage reduction. So I guess it depends. But we also could have got better orbs as well. Like, even before their EZA, we've had runs where you could get like 100 orbs or more. It just depends on the orb change. And that one that they get on turn 5 obviously is a good help. That gave us like an extra 15 orbs, which is good. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Shout out to everyone that stuck around on the stream for us to actually finally get the Spirit Bomb off, even if it was a little bit disappointing. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and hopefully the GT Duo showcase will go slightly easier on me, but we'll see how that goes. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one. All right, well, there you go. That was actually crazy that it took that much work to put that together and actually get the W there. But because like Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, his active skill here, yeah, you can see the difference. Like it's the damage is definitely not like insane for against this Goku because his defense is so high. But yeah, there we go. So it took us a while to get there, but we managed it. By the time I've edited that together, that showcase is like almost 36 minutes long because of how long it took to get there. But I appreciate you guys sticking around. Obviously, I went on a little bit longer than I originally intended to, but since the first part was all recorded on stream, I wanted the secondary part to at least match like all the overlay and everything. So there you go, we managed to get it done. Hopefully the GT Duo showcase will be a little bit more kind to me, and then obviously I've got to do the greatest tours and all that stuff as well. Hopefully get all of that stuff ready and sorted out, because then Resident Evil 9 is out tomorrow. I won't be streaming it straight away or anything on the second channel, but I will be posting my playthrough. I'm just going to be playing it tomorrow, recording it, hopefully uploading the playthrough in like segments. And then if I'm done with the first playthrough, I'll potentially be streaming in the evening to start doing some of the like challenge runs and other achievements and stuff. But hardest fight on the hardest fight is probably still either Bio Broly or Cell Max. But yeah, that's going to be it for the stream. I appreciate you guys hanging out for the extra time as well. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.